Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, were you naked?
I thought it was funny. I
Did you
was
have-
actually.
Oh, that's the first thing that went through my head. I was like, is Kane naked?
I actually was.
That's awesome. Oh, that's good.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Donnie. Hey, Brooklyn.
My video said 8. It's 8:05. It's pretty close. Just waiting for Kevin to join, and we'll get going.
Kevin will be here, and he just texted me 1 minute, like I said. So here we go.
Oh, I gotta shut the door.
Rick looks like he had a night of binge drug and drinking. Like just.
Come in here, Rat, before you leave.
How would you know?
I have friends.
And there's more Stephanie.
Hey,
That's what I said, Kyla. He looks like fucking I called him Maverick.
Yeah. Kirsten's dream.
Kirsten's what?
They said I look like Maverick. Oh, here she comes.
She just sidles up to you. Ah, those are your Vegas glasses. Are those your Vegas? You look really nice. You look
Look
nice.
at those.
Oh my God, my hair. It's all wet. I got it.
It looks cool. You know what you look like? You look like the girl from Flashdance who just wet herself with the bucket of water.
Oh, where she's on the back of the thing.
Yeah.
No, I gotta blow dry my hair.
Are those your Vegas glasses?
Mm-hmm. I got them.
They're flying to Vegas today.
That's the only time. That's the only time Rick hears the words "blow" in a sentence. I have to blow dry my hair.
He said that's the only time you hear blow is I have to blow dry my hair. Don't get him started. Good Lord.
That's true.
I told him I'd hook him up.
You don't talk into the headphones. Here.
Why is she talking into the headphones?
She is a blonde. She's talking into the headphones. Good God Almighty.
Oh
Hey guys, how are you?
I'm thinking it's my phone. I said I'd hook him up for you.
Have you guys been drinking already?
She probably has. He goes, has she been drinking already?
No, but I'm about to.
Have Rhett come in here.
Cleve in the morning.
We're flying today. She's probably already put down a bottle of champagne.
Why not?
Well,
fuck it.
You only live once.
We got
and then
somebody.
The plane
We got
flips upside down.
We got somebody picking us up here. We got 40-mile-an-hour winds when we land in Vegas, so I'm gonna be ready for some madness.
Because you always talk about tits, Jay. That's what Nick's meaning. That's what I always say too.
Oh, I didn't know what he was saying.
You did it with fucking Kyla. And you
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Move the camera so we can see.
All right, but okay, but I did not say anything to Kirsten about tits. I just said that's the only time Rick would ever hear the word "blow" in a sentence.
Okay, it's got to be something sexual every single.
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. I'm just helping Rick out. I'm trying to get him a blowjob in Vegas.
I don't think
it's like a moth to a flame.
Oh, she's gonna be fucking goblin.
We can only hope.
She's gonna have turkey neck from so much goblin.
I don't know. We are sharing a room with Reese and her boyfriend. So I don't know.
There you go.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah, the double queen. It's gonna be weird. I'm just kidding. It's a big room. We have our own rooms. I'm ready to.
Fuck, you're not a very big fan, Chris, if you don't know where Corey is today. He's fucking traveling. We've talked about that all week. Don't be a dumbass. You're already a dumbass.
Another boyfriend's.
Pretending to be someone.
He said, Flock said, another boyfriend's. Like he fucking, come on, bro.
What? I don't get it. What's another boyfriend?
Isn't that Corey? That's Corey's other, the show that he does with Matt and Marcus. So he said, another boyfriend's.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. He's trying to say.
Hey, Flock, shut up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm blocking his ass.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
There you go.
Well, he's annoying.
Bye, Chris.
You crossed the line, fucker. Hey, Kevin.
Kevin Kenny's here, ladies and gentlemen.
What did I just walk into?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So, Kevin, we have a guy. His name is Staten Island Chris, who used to listen to us, but then he became like over the top and just pissing everybody off. So then we blocked him. But then he started coming in with all these other personalities. Like now he's pretending to be a guy from Vietnam, actually speaking Vietnamese in the chat.
Do we have any mafia members from Staten Island? Because there's something about that island, that borough, that just breeds people like this.
Yeah, I think he's the only one actually.
Yeah.
From Staten Island?
Yeah, he's from Staten Island.
Rick.
Staten Island.
No way.
Rick, do I put yeah, he's from Staten Island. Staten Island Chris. Do I put hide user on this channel or remove or put user in timeout or
Just put him in time. Just time out.
Time out so that he could definitely come back. But
Time out until that fucker calls.
I put his other one in timeout too, the Charlie Puth one.
And look, how many memberships are you paying for?
I mean, seriously. Well, I mean, I shouldn't block him completely in that case.
Nah, just time out.
Well, I could keep blocking him. He'll just start buying more. Hi, Kevin.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here, everybody.
we Kane wanted to do a free for all Friday, so here we are.
Nice. And I've never met a Rick. Are you going to introduce me to Rick, Jay?
Oh,
Why should I? That's not my relative.
That's my cousin Rick. That's Kevin Kenny.
Hey, Kevin, nice to meet you.
I love the shades. Are the
Or
shades
don't-
like an all the time thing?
No, I was just trying to be cool because you have all these tats and this cool. You look cool, and I'm just fucking boring white guy, so I had to put on something.
You got a kid.
Man.
Hey, buddy. How are you? I'll come out there.
I love the aviators, though. That's awesome.
He's actually going to Vegas today with his daughter and her boyfriend.
So you won't introduce me to Rick, but you'll speak for Rick?
Yeah, I will. Absolutely. 100%.
Fucking guy.
I'll just put duct tape on my mouth. Jay talks for me today.
Let's get going. I'll handle it.
All right, go ahead. Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, why can't I do both at once?
You should be able to.
I should be able to. No, because they're on the same thing. All right, fuck the Friday thing.
All right, go ahead. Do it
All
again.
right.
And we're back!
Jimmy and Corey Show. Happy Friday. It's a free-for-all Friday today. Got a full house. One coming, too. We already got 4 people here. One coming.
Who the fuck is coming? And stop touching yourself.
Jay, seriously, I'm fucking. Where's the 2-minute in the box thing?
Put him in timeout.
I can't deal with this early in the morning. First fucking thing out of his mouth is that.
All right, I'll take myself out. I'll just.
God Almighty. Throw him right in the penalty box. Kevin Kenny is here. What's up, Kevin?
What's going on? Thanks for having me back.
Cousin Rick, of course. Cousin Rick is here wearing his fucking Mavericks glasses. Not
Yes.
Mavericks, Maverick from Top Gun.
Or as Kirsten calls them, her Elvis shades. I don't know. We'll see.
Kevin, does he look like a douche or cool?
He looks like a guy I'd like to get to know. Like if I walked into like a bar, not a bar, but maybe a coffee shop at like 8 a.m. and a guy was wearing those shades, I'd be like, he's got a story.
What if you walked into a gay bar and saw me wearing these shades?
Oh,
Even
God.
better. That's even better. Speaking of a gay bar, I don't want to derail the show immediately, but I feel like a milestone moment for any man yesterday. A doctor stuck his finger up my ass.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I know a
And-
little about that.
yeah.
No,
I'm
Kane
so
knows a lot about that.
I'm just so conflicted about the whole thing because it's like it was awful, but not awful at the same time.
Were you conflicted because you got a little chubby or what?
I was worried I was gonna get a chubby. I'll be honest.
Were you George
because I've heard.
Costanza? It moved. It was imperceptible, but it moved.
Wait. You guys might crucify me. I'm not a big Seinfeld guy. What's
Oh,
the
for fuck's
Costanza
sake,
bit?
you and Corey, you fit perfectly in the show. You don't know Seinfeld references or any of that yet. But all right, so how deep did he go, and what did he find?
He was poking around a little bit.
It wasn't just an in and an out. It's supposed to be an in and an out. He's supposed to go in, wiggle around for a second, and then pull out.
No, I mean, from my very vivid memory, it was more of a circular, like
The swooping motion.
I didn't even know if like a hand could move that many degrees. But it was like a moment where it kind of like bummed me out the rest of the day. I came home, I was kind of like rude to my girlfriend for a little bit. I mean, not that bad, but I feel like that's a big moment for any guy.
It is. And the only reason that you don't call it, you were raped, but we don't call it rape
Yeah,
because of
definitely
the
rape.
setting you were in.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I thought was interesting, and I hope HIPAA laws don't go both ways where I can't talk about this stuff. But they brought like another nurse into the room, which I thought was interesting. That they needed like a witness or what have you.
Did she stare in your eyes while you did it?
No, but her presence helped a little bit. it kind of lowered the homoeroticism for me.
Did you figure out what the Kleenex was for after when he handed you the Kleenex?
When he was back there, all of a sudden you felt two hands on your side. But he was still in there
Nurse
rooting
is kissing
around.
you.
You're like, what the fuck?
I will say, whatever they use in there is like the best lube in the world. I was like trying to write down the name of the on the packet. I was like, I gotta get some of this. This is great.
Yeah, it does go right in and right out.
Crazy.
Jay's brother, of course, doesn't need lube.
No, he doesn't. No, his asshole's so big. Yeah. No, so
God.
out of 4 people that are on the show right now, wait, Rick, have you ever been probed in your ass? Because I haven't.
Yeah, I have. But I didn't have a nurse in the room. If I had a nurse in the room, I'd have avoided that.
It's it's a physical. That's all it is.
Who the fuck at how old you are, Kane, and how old you are, Kevin, gets a finger up your ass? Now, here's the thing.
I hope you have fucking anal cancer, man, because you're supposed.
Oh, that's
to,
nice.
You're supposed to. You're supposed
Wow.
to get that. You're supposed to get your prostate checked. I hope you fall, and then I'm gonna laugh. Ha ha! Should have got your butt poked.
No, but you guys, like Kane, maybe Kevin, but Kane, you get the shit on the regular, and
I
you
don't
were
get it on the regular, dude.
And you were 11 years old getting probed in your ass. Who the fuck?
Well, who told you that?
I mean, it's been many times, and it started when you were young, maybe 15.
Kevin, why does Jay take does he do it for you? He takes everyone's story and then he extrapolates.
It's not. He doesn't just do it for you and me. He does it with his own stories, Kane. If you've ever met this guy.
So I wonder if he did fuck a ham.
I bet you he did fuck a ham. He used to put his fucking fingernails in the board at fucking 92.3. You scumbag.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And then he blamed it on Omar Torres, who's like the most innocent fucking bystander guy ever. And he's like, no, that was Omar, because he knows that I'll never fucking talk to Omar. And that's what this piece of crap does, dude. I'm telling you.
What did you do?
Remember when we got that message like, hey, please refrain from leaving personal items, including fingernails, in the board?
Yes.
Well, I was there on the weekend. It was late.
Dirty fucker.
It was. I was doing the 10 to 2 shift. So
I just want to point something out. Especially to bring Rick up to speed and the Mafia up to speed. This is the first time he is ever, and this is how you got to deal with a guy like Jay. You got to corner him into the truth. This is the first time he is ever telling the truth on this story.
Yeah.
I apologize to Omar Torres after this, but tell you.
Yeah. And I just cut my nails because it was like 1 a.m. It was the end of my shift, and I just let them fly.
No, you didn't let them fly. You didn't let them fly. No. This guy is such a liar, Kane. He didn't let him fly. He took them. Letting him fly would be gross. He took them and he stuffed them in the fucking crevices of the board. If you've ever seen a radio studio,
yeah.
And he put them in there.
Why wouldn't you just put them in the garbage can?
Psychotic.
That's evil. That's psychotic. To purposely stick it, wedge it in somewhere where it's almost impossible to get them out, but everyone touches.
Because
Terrible.
I know nobody would find out, and now I'm admitting it. Not because
we all use that. That's like the worst. You're the worst criminal of all time. No one's gonna find out. You put the evidence on the one thing we all share in that room.
Yeah.
And then he blamed Omar Torres. That's terrible.
Why would you blame? What did Omar ever do to you?
I never blamed Omar Torres. I just said it wasn't me. That's all I said.
This guy. He can't even keep up with his own bits.
Kevin, you're fucking lying. Kevin, you're fucking lying right now, dude. I mean, I think that finger in your butt has gotten to you. You're fucking lying.
Okay, who are you gonna believe, me or the guy playing with robots in Texas right now? You know what I'm saying?
I believe Kevin. We're fucking, rapist bros.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about fingers in my ass, bro.
We're victims. We're both victims. I side with the victims.
It's weird though, just feeling someone inside of you. Which I know, like, for the ladies of the chat, right, in the Mafia, you that's like your world. But that was the prevailing thought. No, but that was the prevailing thought. I was like, man, it's fucking weird that this fucking dude, and I just wanted him to get out of me. Isn't that a funny thought? I was like, I want this guy to get out of me.
That is not a funny thought. That is the thought that I think most people would have in that situation. Get out of there.
Right?
Wow.
Sounds like he was in you a while.
That was the first time anything's ever been in your butt.
Well, some women have like put it in there for like a second, but nothing deep or anything like that. But it always like feels like Like there's that super bad line, like a refrigerator, like a vagina by itself. It just looking at it is like a refrigerator that doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's something like that analogy for my butt where it's like it just doesn't really do anything. And I've gotten into arguments about pro butt people that are like, no, you just got to go deeper. And I'm like, but I don't have a desire to go deeper,
No,
so why would I
bro.
go deeper?
No. Don't knock it till you've been fisted. That's what they mean by deep. Get right up in there where you're punching through the intestines. That's when you can feel it.
Kane, I have a fisting story I have to tell you off air.
Oh my God.
That's not even a joke.
All right. Well, show's over.
Yeah,
Everybody-
show's over. Time to tell the story.
Everybody on their way. All right. So Rick is going to Vegas in a couple hours. Good for you. That's got to be exciting.
It is exciting. We got a lot of stuff planned. It's going to be fun. It's Reese's delayed 21st birthday present. We've always said she's going to go there, and we're also celebrating Nuzzin and I's 22nd anniversary. So
Wow.
Wow. Congratulations.
hard to believe I put up with her this long.
And you win because, you always win in the sports book. He's just one of those guys that just, no matter what happens, he always wins. You figure out.
Oh, I'm ready to play. I've got the cash ready. I'm doling it out to Reese, her boyfriend, and Kirsten, and then I've got my own stash.
Oh, nice. Oh, by the way, before we move on here real quick, Lars. Remember Lars from Alt 92.3?
Yeah,
Yes.
Lara.
She did middays. She came out after the morning show. She texted me last night.
Really?
I haven't heard from her since we got fired.
What was
Wow.
this about?
She goes, hey, it's Lars. You okay? I had a dream something happened to you and thought I'd check in. That's not the way you want to get a hold of someone after not speaking to them for 5 years, 4 years, whatever it is. So I responded right away. I said, hi, Lars. I am very sweet of you. What happened to me? Maybe it's something I can avoid tomorrow. And I responded to her text right away. And I didn't see her. She didn't respond. I didn't see her response till this morning. And all she said was, glad you're good. Don't you tell someone what happened in the dream?
I mean,
Shouldn't she have said? Shouldn't she have answered my question? Because now I'm like, well, what the fuck?
What's worse, Kane? Is it somebody reaching out, asking if you're okay because of a dream they had, or of something you posted on social media? You ever get that where you post something and you're trying to be funny? I have, and then people reach out and go like, "Dude, are you okay?" Because
I think that's happened a couple times. Yeah,
I think that's worse. But this is bizarre. I will
know
say
when it's happened. I was happened last year. I was just taking a walk around the park, and you're in your feels. You're in some sort of mood, and I was nothing wrong with me, but I posted a song with particular lyrics. I guess they were worrying for some people, talking about missing your mom or whatever it was. And the people, I was flooded with them. Are you okay? What's going on? I'm like, no, it's just a fucking song. You can't post song lyrics without people reading into them. But yeah,
I think you just started a new horror film, the beginning of a horror film. Have somebody from your past reach out to you and say, "Hey, I had this dream about you. How are you doing? Are you okay?"
That's true.
Yeah.
And I also just took a water pill by accident this morning, so I might be up and down, up and down, up and down.
That is strange, though, Kane. She was always a little eccentric, though. For like, if the mafia doesn't know her, she was. I'm trying to remember good Lars stories, but yeah, she was a little out there.
Really sweet, but
Yes.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Almost like so sweet that you weren't quite sure if it was genuine, at least for me.
I'm like that with anybody who's sweet.
You just don't trust them.
I don't know. I'm just like, why are you like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I think there's like a threshold, right? Where you're like, wait a minute, this is like too much sweetness for the amount I know you, or I don't
Right.
know. There's like an old, it's Sigmund Freud that says, the not to over intellectualize the show, but he talks about how like the more perfect someone or the nicer someone is on the outside, the more fucked up they are on the inside. So I'm there with you, Kate. Maybe that's a New York City thing. I'm curious if the mafia feels the same way.
I'm totally fucked up then because I'm really nice on the outside to everybody. So, hey.
Remember
Yeah,
how
but you're
Chris-
from, aren't you from
Kevin.
Texas?
I am from Texas, yeah.
See, I think it's a Southern thing. I think you guys are just gentlemen. I really do. I think you guys have I would say this goes for like people in the Northeast and especially in the Southwest and like the LA area. But I think Texas, you get a
We get a
you're in the
pass.
clear. Yeah, you get a pass.
We get a pass on the crazy.
Well,
Totally.
how about the Giants draft? It was a boring ass fucking draft. No, I just have to point this out. The Giants The Giants fucking killed it. They got their edge rusher. Carter. Then they got back into the first round. It took Jackson Dart. If you're a Giants fan, you got to be excited right now. Were you watching that at all, Kevin? I know you're a football.
Oh
fan.
yeah, and Giants are sort of my team. I'm not diehard. I know you,
okay.
but Giants are sort of my team. And my $1 million question that it's going to come out. You know, this is going to come out. What the hell did Shedeur Sanders do in these interviews? This is. I mean, I never thought he was a top 3 pick, but this is like crazy. Going to the second day now.
Dude dropped out of the first round. And what's even crazier is like 6 months after playing for the school, they retired his number. His dad's crazy. That's what people wanted to stay away from. Because you're talking about Deion Sanders is going to start. I'll stay out of it. Please, you're Deion Sanders. He's going to start. Things start to go awry for the quarterback, his son. He starts complaining about the play calling. You're not calling plays that suit my son. You're not putting the right weapons around him. You're giving him nothing. The offensive line sucks. It would just be a big pain in the ass, I think. And nobody wants to deal with Deion Sanders.
No. Why would you invite that into your locker room? We were talking about Lars in 92.3. Imagine if on 92.3 there was just this like outlier person with all this attention, toxicity. I mean, you would never want to, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Well, did you see the room? I mean, that was his house. He redid the room to broadcast from with all of his shit in the back, with all the hats. Yeah, it was a total renovation of his house for draft night. Yeah, and that's so I couldn't be more proud of him dropping to the second round.
Just full of him fucking self.
That big old necklace.
Maybe now this humbles him and he goes somewhere where he can really fucking learn. Because right now he's going to go to a team that's already got a quarterback, so he's going to sit.
He's going to go to the Browns early in the second round.
You think?
I think I think he could be the first pick tonight. Yeah. I think you got to get a franchise who's so dumb. And I mean, there's nobody dumber than they gave the most money in the history of the NFL to a guy who was allegedly raping massage therapists.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
1, 2, 3, I tend to believe the guy. But after 27 or so, I'm kind of thinking where there's smoke, there's fire. I think maybe he is actually guilty of some of that stuff. But what about the kicker for the Ravens? He was accused of the same shit.
That's weird.
Justin
that one.
Tucker.
That was like 10 years after, though. Isn't that? If you read into that story, that's a fucking weird one, dude. But it's like this new era of like, you see what's happening with Shannon Sharp right now, this guy, Tony Busby. There's like this new era of I guess, law, if you want to call it that, where you just build a case. You almost, it seems like you do a casting call for people going after like famous people, and then you just build out a case. And I think that might be what's happening to Justin Tucker. I have no idea. And then the Shannon Sharp thing's ridiculous. You guys talk about that this week?
No, not yet actually, but he's so not guilty.
Shannon,
did you see the text that he released?
Oh yeah, dude, it's a freaky relationship.
Yeah, she was dirty as hell. Talk about wanting to eat his ass and shit.
Baby gravy was my favorite term I learned this week.
Baby gravy.
You never heard that till this week?
No, I was like, that's gross.
You know who's heard that though and uses that all the time? The blacks. As we bring in Mikaela.
Hey, Mick.
I don't think I know of one black person that says baby gravy.
You must be hanging with the wrong group then.
Well, I think I am.
Well, why do you say, why is it all baby mama? Why do you guys say that?
What's the alternative?
Mother?
No, you can't have a conversation with someone and said, "This is my son's mother." That just sounds so vanilla. Who talks like that?
Oh, that was very racist of you.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
that's so cracker. You might as well just said that. Well, Mikaela is here because we're playing a new game. I wish I had an intro for it, but I thought of it last night. Mikaela on Facebook. She shared a post that said, "Okay, white people, ask black people." Why didn't they say axe? Well, whatever. Okay, white people, ask black people. I'm going to assume that ASK is misspelled. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, white people. Ask black people a question you've always wanted to know. So Michaela shared that. And she says, okay, seriously, let's play. I'm curious because I got a lot of white friends, and y'all know I don't get offended easily. Ask away if you dare. And so I posted on there. I'm like, all right, let me get back to you. I'm going to think of a couple. And then who was it? Was it Dawn who said, no, he's probably going to do that on the air. And I hadn't thought of that yet. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So I give you, and I don't have any theme for it, ask the blacks.
I want to preface this with number one, I'm proud of you, Kane, for actually pronouncing my name right. And number two, know that I am not your typical black female. I am Caribbean, and we are kind of different. So my answers I might not have an answer for everything, but I'm gonna try.
All right. Now we all get a turn. We all get to ask stuff. I'll go first.
Oof.
I'll save my serious one for later.
Strap in.
But
Strap
why
in.
the fuck? Every summer, I drive through Rawway Park, right? And it's not just Rawway Park, it's every park. Why the fuck do you guys have to take over every barbecue grill, crank your music, bring your chicken, your watermelon? This could be a separate issue, but let's just combine it to the picnic. Chicken, the watermelon, and the Kool-Aid. Why is it... Is it a stereotype? I don't think it is, because you all love the same stuff.
That we do. Okay, so number one, fried. Is there a delay?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Fried chicken. Who doesn't like fried chicken? What else are you gonna do on a grill other than, okay, sure, steaks, hot dogs, hamburgers, yeah, whatever.
Okay, you're right. Well, hang on. Everyone loves fried chicken. So why then can't you say, she loves fried chicken? Why can't we point out the fact that black people like fried chicken if everyone loves fried chicken? Why do you guys get offended by that?
I don't get offended by it because I will stand by the fact that fried chicken is the best chicken out there. So I have no problem with it.
Okay.
Honestly, my group of friends, we don't have a problem with people saying that black people like fried chicken. But again, my group of friends are not the typical African American. Like we're all
Stop
mixed.
saying that. I feel like you're ruining the bit.
I'm sorry.
Pretend you're black. Black.
You are super black.
Yeah.
I'm blurple. I'm blurple. Yes.
What about the picnic thing? Why do you got to overtake every fucking park?
Because it's I don't know, selfishness. We don't have consideration for others. I mean, maybe we want to get there first because we want to take over everything so that y'all don't have the opportunity to take all of the girls because we bring our mom and them.
Yeah.
So,
the weekends when you want to do the picnics, the only time you guys are awake before noon.
Yes.
The only place you got to get there first is the fucking park.
Yes. And to add to Kool-Aid, I don't have an answer for that. It's sugar water, whatever.
Sugar water, that's what black people call it.
Yeah.
Sugar water.
You call it sugar water?
Tang. Did you have Tang in your closet? Tang.
I used to growing up. That shit's nasty.
It's because the shit was cheap as fuck. You guys could get it at the dollar store.
All right, I'm a little wary. I'm a little wary. Ask the blacks. Jay, you're up.
Oh.
All right. I have so many questions.
I know
Just
you do.
do one. We're going around. All right. My question was too convoluted. It's be more fun if we just ask quick questions.
What is it with black people that they can't pronounce the TH in a word? Like, why can't it be toothbrush? No, it's toothbrush. And I'm sitting in a booth, So what is it?
I love it. We're here on planet Earth.
Yeah, we're here on planet Earth. You can't pronounce the TH. What is it in blackism that prevents you from saying TH? I've always, because you know what? When I'm with my black friends, and we spoke about this yesterday, you start to talk that way. So I'll be like, yo, Troy, pass me the toothbrush.
All right, let her answer.
Okay, so I think the best
Wait, hang
answer...
on. What situation are you in where you're asking a buddy to pass the toothbrush?
I don't know. All right, yo, bro, do you want a table or you want to sit in a booth?
All right.
Okay, so I have heard this. I don't really know the answer for that. I think the best answer I can give would be lack of education and ignorance. I mean, it all stems back to how we're raised. Now, how y'all were talking about yesterday on the show, how you kind of change your vernacular depending on who you're around.
Mhm.
It could also be that. I'm the same exact way. Right now, what y'all are hearing coming out of my mouth is how I talk. But if I'm going to talk to my boss, totally different. I will whiten it up as white as can
I
be.
think you
Because,
sound pretty. I hate to use it, but I think you sound fairly white right now. I don't
Yeah,
think you sound.
yeah, yeah.
oh,
I think
okay.
you
So
sound
that
normal
means
right
that I
now.
need to start
Yeah.
bringing out the hood more. So
You
sound-
no, I'm just playing.
You sound like you got good credit right now. That's what the fuck you sound like.
I'm working on it. But I think the best answer to that question is ignorance. And we do it to kind of just to vibe with the people that we're with. Chances are the people that actually you're hearing saying boof or all of that shit, they don't really talk like that.
Say
I
it
think
again.
it's just you're around your crew. So you're just saying whatever. I don't
Or
think they're really
maybe it's the gap in the front teeth.
ooh.
Boof.
Damn.
All right, Kevin.
Wait. Kayela, did you tell the truth?
Yeah. I told the truth.
Kevin, what you got? Ask the blacks.
First of all, I need to get a rundown of the show before I agree to do this. When Jay goes, "Do you want to do a podcast at 8 a.m.?" I didn't know this segment was a part of it.
I didn't know until last night.
I'm kind of still just reeling, in all honesty, that Jay clearly shares toothbrushes with his friends.
No, I'm all right. I'm sitting next to one.
It
That's
doesn't
the
matter.
first
We're
thing I
moving
thought
on. It doesn't matter. All right. Go. Kevin, got anything or no?
I really don't. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If something comes to me, I will definitely ask him.
All right. I know Rick's got something.
I do.
Ask the blacks.
So, Mick, do you let white people dance just so you can have something to talk about later?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Oh, that was
That
easy.
is the short answer. And you know why? Because 9 times out of 10, where I've been around, there's no rhythm. Like, where is the music that you're listening to? Because that's not what I'm hearing. You go like,
They're
you
like
have something that you're supposed to keep up to,
The
and you're
jerk when
sitting
he's
there.
trying to find the rhythm.
Yeah, and you're like, it looks like you're trying to get a nap. No, don't do that, and don't do the finger pointing. No,
Oh shit.
don't
Look,
do that.
I know
Stop.
my place. I don't dance. I know my place. All right.
Yes.
Ask the blacks. Why can't you shut the fuck up in the movies?
Oh yes, yes. Why are you talking to them? They're not listening.
I am
you best
guilty
get
of that.
out of there.
I'm
You
guilty
best
of that.
run. Oh, don't go in there.
You know, I really wish I had a good answer for that because I'm just as guilty. I think the big thing is that I don't know. I think we're so used to expressing ourselves that we want not only the people that we know can't hear us clearly in the film, but everyone around us to know that we know what they should be doing or what's about to happen. And we're trying to kind of create that path. I don't know. It's stupid. It makes no sense.
We also know, but we know silently.
I know. I apologize on behalf of my people for doing that.
You know what we're finding out here, at least with two of these things, you really don't care about anybody else.
Nope.
The picnics,
No.
the movies.
Nope.
All right, Jay.
Yeah, I got a good one here.
Ask
Here,
the blacks.
here we go. How come every time I invite my friend Tyrone to a party,
First of all, you don't have a friend named
You ain't got no Tyrone. You
Laquise?
better call
Kevin's silent, but he's just over there shaking his
Wait a-
fucking head.
wait a
like,
minute.
what
Every
the
time
fuck
I-
is
fucking
going-
guy, dude.
Every time I invite my friend LaQuill to a party, I got to invite his ass a half hour early because he lives by CP time, which is color people time. That's what we call it here in Jersey. So
Absolutely.
why are black? I'm in a hotel. I forgot. Why are black people always late? Are you stopping to do a robbery on the way to the party? Like, what is happening?
Yes, we're stopping to do a robbery. We're stealing somebody's kid, maybe a car. There's all sorts of shit that's going down before we get to our destination, Jay. No, it is. I'm not guilty of this because I like to be punctual, except for to a party or some sort of outing. We like to make an entrance. That's really all that it is. Sometimes it's also a respect issue. If you invite a black person to a wedding, we'll show up on time to a wedding because weddings are typically punctual. If they're
No,
if
because
it's a white
there's
wedding,
food
if
and
it's a
free
white
booze,
wedding,
that's
yes.
why.
Yeah. It's a free
Black
food. Yeah.
weddings, no, you show up an hour late. But normally, the quick answer, we like to make entrances.
How quick do the dads leave in those black weddings?
They stay because there's free food and booze. Y'all are on it today. I'm
Sorry, I
surprised
couldn't
nobody's
pass that
asked
one
the most obvious question yet. I'm waiting for it.
Kevin's got the most obvious. Go ahead, Kevin. You're
Okay,
next.
go ahead.
Wait, no, I gotta set it up. I like to do it my way. Kevin, ask the blacks.
I'm searching for questions here, but I will attest to the talking in movies thing. It also goes for stand-up shows. I just saw Chris Tucker down here in Florida, and stand-up I think is even worse than movies because of all the setups you need for jokes. This woman behind me was literally having like a one-on-one conversation with Chris Tucker the entire time. You'd ask, because almost all those jokes start with a rhetorical question, and so that was nice to be caught in the middle of. But
We do. We can't shut up, man. I don't know what it is. Ask all my friends. I love to talk. When you get me going, that's it. Ask Stephanie. She knows.
All right, ask the blacks. Why? This is a little more serious, and it's not probably you, but why, when a black person leaves the plantation of the Democratic Party, a guy like Ben Carson, who's a brain surgeon, why do you instantly go after him and call him stupid? And why do you start all of a sudden the guy, you love him, but as soon as he decides, all the Republican blacks, the other blacks hate him? Why?
Kane, if I was up on the whole political shit,
And there she goes.
I can only assume that, and of course, this is a very generalized statement. I think it's just that we, I don't know, man. I think we just don't like seeing
I was waiting for that. She's
out.
other
She's out. All right,
side, I guess. Like
we're losing you a little bit, Mikhail.
Why don't blacks have good internet?
To be together worldwide and everybody to come together. There are so many of us out there still that feel segregated and kind of force it to stay that way because of that type of thinking. So I don't have a good answer for that. I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what? Before I get going again, Kevin, take that whole question out. I mean, Jay, take that whole.
Can you? I can't see a time. Could you just give me a time on the screen? I can't see it.
It's right around 36 minutes.
Okay.
So take that whole question out, and we're going to start clean. And I'm going to text her to click out and rejoin. And we're just going to keep it funny because
I can't believe you blacked her out, Jay.
She's coming late to the party. Kayla, turn your camera on.
I'm going to tell her to X out and click the.
Kevin, you're so happy you came in this segment.
I'm surprised no one's pointed out that when she started talking about the Democratic Party, the connection went out, which I think is just further proof of the deep state meddling with the Kane and Corey show.
It happens all the time. I know you're making a joke, but that sort of shit happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Kyla?
What the hell?
It says you have full bars.
Did you get your internet from the quill?
I can hear you, but only through my computer. I don't know what's going on with my phone.
Oh, there's a delay.
I can hear you, but only through my computer. I don't know what's going on with my phone.
What the fuck is that now?
Hang on.
But only through my computer. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, are you on your computer or your phone?
I was on my phone.
Okay, try using take it off the Wi-Fi and just try using your regular phone power, whatever they call it, the 5G, 4G, whatever it is. Try that.
Hold on.
The Wi-Fi might be sketchy. Might work better the other one.
Problem is the camera's not on. The Wi-Fi is okay here.
Yeah, is your camera? Oh, did you turn your camera off by accident?
No. Is that better? What the fuck is happening?
Well, God decided Ask the Blacks is over. All right, Kyla, we're just going to have to move on.
Okay.
All right, but that was fun. We'll do it again, but do it after you pay the bill.
My next question is, why do black people make so many bad financial decisions? And here we go.
All right. Love you, Mika. Thanks for being a great sport.
Oh, of course. Have me on anytime.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so there you go.
All right, give me a time so I can edit this later.
30.
No, right there where I started talking about God. I guess God, and that was at about 39.
Okay. I'll edit it. All right.
I might have to.
If you want to, I'm not going to be able to do it till later. So if you want to, I'll do it. Whatever. I got to get out of here in a second anyway. So.
No, I was just going to have one more question anyway. I was going to ask why they got to clap when they yell.
Does send the point home.
Right?
You know.
Oh God.
That's so awesome.
Well, these are allegedly Kevin's. I like to do music stuff when Kevin's on because, he's a music aficionado, and I really don't get to do that with Corey. No slam on Corey. He's just, not into the music stuff. The 15 best opening lines in rock.
Oh, I love this.
Okay, right? And so we'll go through some of these. 15 is a lot. And, we'll do our own little ranking. Because some of these I'm like, See if you can guess what it is, first of all.
That'll be fun.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever. Bee Gees.
Staying alive.
Staying alive, yeah.
Bee Gees.
Nice.
Yep.
The music loud and the women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born. I never knew they said warm women.
Better than cold women.
No, that's true.
I
So
do.
they put
Now that I think about it, I prefer them warm.
And your fingers also warm.
Yes.
They put that at number 1. Number 2 is this. The screen door slams. Mary's dress sway. You know this one? What is
Oh
it?
my God! You can't be from fucking New Jersey and not know that fucking song.
I hate fucking Bruce Springsteen.
Really?
I fucking with a
Yeah,
passion.
he hates him. Yeah.
I guess, who's Minnesota's Bruce Springsteen?
Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's beloved. Everything's fucking purple. It's
Right.
It's a little over the top too. Prince is my all-time fucking, and not just because I'm from Minnesota. He's my all-time favorite artist because he can play everything, and he was a genius, very underrated guitar player. But way overdo it in Minnesota. It's like he's been dead since 16. Pump the brakes.
Okay, so I agree with everything you just said about Prince, but can you really sit down and listen to Prince music when you're not if you're partying, if you're dancing, if you're at a wedding, my God, there's probably nobody better. But I just struggle with Prince because other than Purple Rain, it's like,
What?
and maybe I just don't know his catalog. But I'm saying
Party like it's 1999. That was huge back in the day.
he's got hits. Well, let me be very specific too for the Mafia. He's got hits. He's got great songs. He's got great dance songs, great up tempo songs. But there's I don't know. Maybe I just want something different from an artist where it's what's his
No artist has made albums that sound different from especially in his latter years. Sign of the Times was a spectacular album. Controversy, he moved so much. Went so many different places from the late 70s Controversy, and then fucking of course 1999 with Delirious and 1999 on it and stuff, and then Purple Rain, which went a totally different direction, guitar oriented, and then you got The Look, and then of course the Prince Batman soundtrack. He's just been everywhere and done everything. I don't know how you can't get. I can put on almost any Prince album except for the ones that are too R&B. The ones that didn't really do that well in the 90s and the early 2000s, I'm like, ugh, that's too black for me.
Well, you know what's funny about so you don't like you don't like R&B? I take it.
No, I do like
Not your
some
bag.
R&B, but Prince was a little too. I don't know. It was a little too Marvin Gaye-ish.
I find it interesting because I love R&B music, love R&B music, and I also love country music. And I always argue with people; they're the same exact music.
Do you like R&B down there, Rick? I know you like country.
I don't like R&B. No, I'm not into R&B. I like country. I do like some rap. I'll take some rap and some rock, but no, R&B, no.
All right. And so, but boy, Bruce, you like Bruce? You guys like Bruce?
I love Bruce.
I don't like Bruce.
That was Thunder Road, by the way. But you knew it from the Screen Door Slams.
Yeah, Mary's Dress Waves.
Is there a song? Is there a favorite of your guys' that just jumps off your skull as far as the opening line? Probably not. It's kind of hard to come up with on the spot.
It's
Well,
tough about the melody.
Kiss. What about Kiss? I want to rock and roll all night, party every day. I mean,
This guy's already in
That's-
Vegas.
yeah,
This guy's mentally in Vegas.
I am.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah.
Steve Miller.
Some call me the gangster of love. Yeah, they put that at 3. We'll be
Queen?
fighting in the what? 3.
What about Queen?
I don't know. I'm getting to the list here. We'll be fighting in the streets with our children at our feet,
Is that Queen?
and the morals that they worship will be gone.
Where'd you find this list?
I find things. Won't get fooled again from the Who. See, that shouldn't be 4 because none of us even knew that. They should be recognizable instantly.
Well, Christine in the chat says, "Welcome to the jungle." That would probably be my pick. Do you know where you are?
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's fucking great.
You know what that does? That kicks the fucking door in.
Yeah, totally. I like that Tupac song where he goes, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker."
What is that one? It sounds like something I would like.
It's called "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac. It's a Biggie diss, and he goes, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker."
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, the Guns N' Roses thing isn't the first line, "Do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby, and you're going to die." How does it get better than that? That's the
fucking
number one.
Awesome. There's certain songs that I'm too young for when they came out, obviously, but I think about them and I go, dude, if I was fucking 12 to fucking 24 years old when this fucking song came out, I can't even imagine. You know those songs came where you go, I can't even imagine. Like, it sounds good in 2025. I can't even fucking imagine what it sounds like in 1987.
Right.
You know?
Oh, I mean, I'm old enough to be, I was just starting my radio career when like that record came out, when Guns came out. We weren't even allowed to play Welcome to the Jungle at night.
Why?
Because it was too fucking heavy and crazy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And Tone Loc Wild Thing, couldn't play that. Devil Inside from NXS. We weren't allowed to play that. We had so many moms call to complain because it was about the devil.
Really?
I mean, yeah, it was different then, man.
When did you, in your radio career, like when did you see that sort of like the palette of the listener change from being so uber conservative like you're describing to like, you know, being more open to...
Well, I stopped doing top 40 radio. Once I went to rock, so I kind of lost when that would have happened in top 40 because I left top 40 in like 1991 and then I went right to rock and classic rock and shit like the Scorpions and Zeppelin in 92 and then I went to alternative in 94. So I kind of left that world behind. So I really don't know what changed there. But like, I know in the rock world and shit, there really were no bound. We didn't have anything to worry about as far as that goes.
Right.
It was a lot different than top 40 because, you know, you had the fucking soccer moms and shit.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
this one? Just a small town girl
Journey.
living in a lonely world. Come As You Are, Nirvana at 6. That one's easy because it starts as Come As You Are. When I Find Myself in Times of Trouble.
Oh, Beatles, Let It Be.
Wow. Did you know that one, Rick?
No.
I hate the fucking Beatles too.
Yeah, I just, you know what though? It's like, I'm kind of with you, Kane, on like the surface, and then I'll hear new Beatles songs that I've never heard before. Like I watched SNL 50 a couple months ago, and Paul McCartney closed with this medley, and they really are fucking amazing songs.
Yeah, I guess. Rick, I've decided you look cool and not cheesy.
No, thank you.
He's like sitting sideways, not even facing the camera. He's all nonchalant. I'm not even paying attention to the show that I'm on.
I got a song for you.
Yeah, okay.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
All right, there you go.
That's a good opening line. That's a great opening line.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair.
Oh, Hotel California.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
My name is Hove.
I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year, stole many a man's soul and faith.
Oh, is it The Devil Went Down to Georgia?
It's got devil in it. The Stones, Sympathy for the Devil.
Gotcha.
You're not going to get this
Gotcha.
one. We sail through endless skies. Stars shine like eyes. The black night sighs. The moon in silver. Sometimes you're just better off not knowing fucking words. Black Sabbath, Planet Caravan.
Would have never gotten that. Do you have any memories of Sabbath, Kane?
Do I have any memories of Sabbath?
Yeah, they just seem like a really influential band that, like, I just, you know, like, it was of a different time, but I'm just curious of, like,
No.
you know, no.
Hated, never liked them, never got into them. I know all the bands that I like, a lot of the rock bands that I like. cite them as their influence, but
Yeah. Same.
Just-
It's exactly how I feel.
couple more. Prince song. It's been 7 hours and 15 days.
Nothing compares to you.
Nothing
Yeah.
compares.
You knew that was a Prince song, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He wrote that. Let's go crazy. Dearly beloved, we are. Oh, that's another good. That's a great intro. Dearly
Yep.
beloved, we're gathered here today to gay. to get to this thing called life.
That was
I'm
me
sorry,
yesterday,
I
Kane.
can't stop thinking about your probing, man. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Oh, this is another good one. The world is a vampire.
Corgan.
That's a good
Pumpkins.
one.
Yeah, that's an excellent one.
I'm a loser baby, so why don't you kill me?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that how it starts?
No,
No.
but the opening line's
Another
even
one.
better. In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey.
Oh yeah.
Back.
Hey, speaking of music, how come Katy Perry can't identify as an astronaut? I thought we were all like letting people identify as whatever they want.
You know what's funny? We were talking about Shador Sanders falling out of the first round, just this
Yeah.
drastic. She is the Shador Sanders of music. I mean, I just, what happened? People used to love her.
I know. Well, I mean, then she got kind of nuts, and then she's got a lot of satanic bullshit imagery around her now. And then she tried that comeback album last year, which just was ridiculous. It is funny, though. People just like instantly started to shit on her and make fun of her. And like she became a punchline and a laughing stock. That's got to be hard to deal with as a person. Like you're on top of the world. You're Katy Perry. You're selling millions of records, selling out arenas. And now you're a punchline. She was a punchline even before Blue Origin, though, to be fair.
Oh, well, and, it's funny to tie in the lyric game to this is Morgan Wallen's got a lyric where he says, they don't love you and they only love you right now. And I think that's like the relationship you have to have, even if you're a radio jock like you and me, Kane, or anybody with the public. It's like you can't internalize it. So I agree, though. Most people do internalize it, and if she internalized it, Kane, I bet I can't even imagine if you take your self-worth and you know what I mean. It's from all these millions of fans, and now they just fucking turn on you. Like, what the fuck do you have?
You are what you do.
You can't, but wouldn't you agree? You can't fucking be what you do. You can't.
I know, but we are, though. I mean, did we talk about that?
I think so, a little bit.
Are you?
A little bit.
How are you feeling removed from radio now? Do you feel like you've lost a little piece of yourself? Or you're fine.
Fucking don't care at all. But you know what I mean? I just, because it was just, but it was, you know what I think it is? We've talked on the show. I used to be, for the Mafia members that don't know, and for Rick who might not know, I was a pro wrestler at 19 years old. So instead of like I went to college for a year, dropped out, became a pro wrestler. That whole industry's a work. Which, if you don't know that term, it's everything's fake in wrestling.
Yeah.
They joke like the only thing that's real is the money and the miles, right? So you go town to town and then the money you make. And I took that ideology because at 19, you're whatever you learn is pretty formative. And I took that into the entertainment industry, Kane. And I just don't think I ever internalized any of it in the sense of like, dude, how much are you gonna pay me and where do I have to go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So which I think is really fucking healthy.
Rick, could you segue jobs, or are you pretty much? I mean, I don't really think your identity is based on what you do, although it might be.
No, I mean, I always said if you drop me in the middle of somewhere, I'm going to figure it out just because I can get along with anybody, right? I mean, I can,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just put me somewhere, tell me what to do, or I'll figure it out and I'll be okay.
And people that don't know, I'm sure they don't know, might not know how hard, like Rick had nothing. And he started going door to door, knocking on fucking doors. Knocking on doors, and you would get what, one response out of 100?
I wouldn't say I had nothing. I had opportunity. You just had to do it, right? I mean, my dad
never hear a black
pointed.
person say that.
My dad pointed, and he goes, look, I'm not giving you shit, but look at that campus. There's your opportunity. Now go figure it out. And that's what it was.
It's like throwing a baby in a pool, teach it to swim.
Yeah. Yep. Knock on 100 doors, you get one appointment. Took 500 doors to get 5 appointments. Out of 5 appointments when I started, you'd get 1 client. So you figure that math out. That's a lot of doors.
Fuck. That's a lot of persistence and a lot of self-belief.
Well, yeah. Got 709 clients now and managed a pretty good amount of money. So that's good.
Wow. Hey, man, as long as I can keep going to Turks and Caicos with you, I'm happy.
Well, according to the show the other day, you ixnayed the Turks and Caicos. Well, now we have to go to Costa Rica.
No, that was your idea. I'll go anywhere.
You want to go see Monkey Nuts? I know what you want to go see.
I do have a thing. Did you, Kevin? Did you see when Corey was in Costa Rica? Did you see his post on Instagram? He's filming his wife, and then they pan upwards, and there's a monkey in the tree, and his balls are hanging between two fucking branches. And they're just ginormous. I'm like, oh God, I want to go to Costa Rica.
What the hell?
I was waiting for those balls to get stuck in that branch, that V branch, just bam.
God, maybe he was stuck there.
That could have been.
So, Justin Bieber's another guy who's been getting a lot of shit lately.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I know, but he posted something interesting on his Instagram, and you never get this viewpoint. He filmed as he was walking out of a business, wherever he was, restaurant, club, probably. And we got the perspective of what it's like to see all the fucking flashing bulbs. And it was something. I mean, because it's eye-opening, because it's like, holy shit, you got to deal with that every time. Watch this.
Watch out, watch out. Coming out. Hold this right here. Let's go. This way. This way, guys.
I mean, you can't
Watch
even
out, guys.
see.
Watch out, watch out.
Look at these guys, man.
Straight ahead.
Look at these guys.
Guys, can you back up, please?
I'm not saying this is the reason he's nuts. But
Yo, watch out.
That'd drive anybody nuts.
Look at these guys, man.
these,
Look at
they
these
go
guys,
a
man.
little overboard with this shit.
It's so weird that's fucking legal.
Right?
It's
I
just
know.
so fucking weird, and it sucks that people. It sucks that we live in a culture where people even want to fucking look at those pictures. And you know what I really take exception to is when people go, well, you know, this is what you asked for. You know, this is what. No, he fucking was really talented, and he wanted to like do that to the highest level. You don't then want to fucking do that. It's just, but people, I get it. People are struggling with bills, this, that, the other. They see a big rich guy complaining. I totally get it. But that's fucking hell, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you really think it was him though? I mean, he was a little kid when he was discovered. It was his mom that sold his soul to the limelight, right?
I did see an interview with those two on a couch, and he didn't say a word. He was just a young kid, and she was like throwing him to the wolves, basically. In
She
this
took the
interview.
cash and he got fucked. I mean, that's the reality of his story.
Well, it's so crazy. I think the whole child acting thing is so fucking weird, or child modeling thing is
It
so
is.
fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. And what do we like? I'm sure there are. Maybe I'm just forgetting. But like, can we think off the top of our heads of a child star that isn't fucked up? Do you know what I mean?
Amanda Bynes seems pretty normal.
That's
She was
that's the
so
barometer.
hot. Oh my God, she was so hot. She's so fucked up now.
When was she hot?
She was.
I guess you know what? No,
What was the movie where she played
The
the
night-
boy?
yeah, there was a moment. Excuse me, Rick. There was a moment.
Yeah,
There's a
she
brief-
used to be hot. Yeah.
I mean, Lindsay Lohan was nuts, and now she seems okay again. Okay.
Right.
Brittany, let's go through the ones that we can think of. Brittany, nuts.
Well, Kayla, is that our guest, Kayla?
Where?
Chat? We got Kayla in the chat. I think it might be Kayla.
Oh, there's a couple. Kyle, let me see which one you're
Oh, is
talking
it
about.
Kyla? Excuse me. She says Zendaya. That's a good example of a child star that's still.
Is
that's
she nuts
actually-
now?
No, she's fucking
she's
super
not.
normal.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
What are some other
Kristen Bell, she was a child star. She still seems pretty normal. I mean, she's whack job out there with their politics and shit, but she seems pretty normal. Kristen Bell.
Okay. Justin
I mean,
Timberlake.
there's a few. So, I mean, I asked ChatGPT to list all the child stars that are normal today. It came up with 6
Really?
Wow.
Which ones?
out of all of them. Number 1, Jodie Foster.
Oh yeah.
Number 2, Natalie Portman. Number 3, Emma Watson. Number 4, Kristen Bell. Number 5, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And then
Oh,
He
yeah.
seems the most normal out of all.
number
of those.
6, Zendaya. Those are the only 6 that ChatGPT could come up with of the universe of child stars. So there you go.
Yeah,
I
these
think-
parents, they just want money, and they just want money. They want themselves. They want to succeed through their kids. It happens in sports too.
Totally.
So,
Totally.
that's why they just. I mean, if I had kids, I don't think I would ever. Maybe it's because we know what the business is and we know the evil that lurks. Maybe these parents just don't know and they're that ignorant, and so they let their kids go ahead and do that shit. But I would never let my kid go into the entertainment industry. Never.
Well, you know what, Keen? I think I was thinking about that recently of how that entertainment industry that you and I work in or worked in and came up in. I feel like that's going to go away because all of that evilness is predicated on these like sort of gate kept platforms, right? And these clubs you have to get into.
Yeah.
And I just think, with podcasts like this and just people doing their own thing, I wonder if that toxicity goes away.
Well, I mean, y'all are so I'm on the outside. Obviously, I've never been involved in that, but y'all were on the doors of a lot of evil. So when you were both in that area, I mean, were there lights? I mean, were there warning signs? Did you see that? I mean, were you? Now, I'm not saying involved in that, but were you close to that? Where you noticed it and you backed away? And I've talked to Kane about this a lot, and there's been several instances that he just thought was normal, and I looked at him and I go, dude, that's not normal. And then we talk about it more. But I mean, what about you, Kevin?
Well, I mean, to that point, and I think you're 100% right, Rick, is what I think about, what I point to on this topic is, I've been in the entertainment industry and I've worked at like fucking a zillion different places across the entertainment industry for like almost 10 years now. I think I've made like 2-3 friends in the entertainment industry. Do you know what I mean? Where people I would go, yeah, like you're a good person. I can fucking trust you. You're a normal person. Most people, especially in Los Angeles, are fucking insane, Rick. Rick, like I know I just met you, but I can tell you're a good, honest, hardworking, just a fucking quality human being. You probably, and this isn't even a commentary on your intellect, I don't even think you could comprehend, Rick, how fucking awful people in Los Angeles are. I mean, it is like, you want to talk about just getting life wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just ass fucking backwards. You went on that, you told us that story before about how you got started and having to get 5, knocking on doors. I mean, the antithesis of that. You know what I mean?
I've been to LA a few times, and I mean, you can feel the energy there, and that's the one thing about Vegas too. Vegas is really fucking fake, and that's the only side they don't like. I mean, I'm gonna have fun, but you can still feel the weird energy there, and it really gets to me sometimes.
Yeah, I'd always said that about LA to anybody who would listen, and nobody really would. Oh, you're crazy. I was talking about LA being dark and evil and this and that. The only person that ever corroborated that story was Kevin.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, no, because I thought he loved it there. And then when you said you hated it too, I was like, oh, Jesus. All right, some sanity here.
Oh, it's just awful, and it's just no way to go through fucking life, dude. And by the way, like, Jay, if you're a younger viewer or a listener, chase your dreams. It is fun. Kane, you can attest to that too, man. Like, you had a great fucking post recently about and I want to say something before while we're still on the air. You were talking earlier about you posted some song lyrics or something. People were concerned. I love that Kane is so emotionally available. Like I love when you're very honest with your feelings and you posted something really awesome about you and Cabby from K-Rock and them being the best years of your life recently. It was a great post. If you haven't seen it, Mafia, check it out. But it's like I totally recommend everyone chasing their dreams like you did, Kane. But then once you do it, know when to say when,
right.
And then move on. It
becomes addictive. Like, marijuana doesn't get you high anymore, so you move to the next thing, Drinking isn't as much fun for me anymore. It's because, when I'm with Rick and certain people, it's fun.
Yes.
But like I used to drink every day by myself just, because that was the thing to do. But like you do things to an excess and then you just kind of get like, you keep chasing it and there's nothing there anymore. You've wrung the towel dry. And that's this radio job that I have kind of rejuvenated my spirit about radio. I was done with it, man. I didn't think there was any good jobs left. I didn't think there was any good, sane bosses left who respected you and let you kind of do what you wanted to do. And then I got lucky. Yeah, it's a Jersey Shore job, but it's a decent-sized market. It's a medium market, and it's a great small company. And I can't even explain to you, Kevin, like you would love radio again if you were working in this place because it's the way it used to be.
Yeah.
It's like walking into it's a time warp, time machine down there.
That's awesome.
But one more thing about Bieber before we leave. Before we leave Bieber. He's, because, he's been posting all these weird fucking things, him dancing at Coachella, just swaying back and forth. It wasn't even dancing. But he posted himself skateboarding, as if to say, hey, look, I'm okay. I'm normal. But doesn't he kind of look like retarded in this video? Look at his knees. Your knees aren't supposed to be like knock-kneed like that. He looks like my brother used to stand like that.
That's how you look after you get a finger up your ass at the doctor.
Yes. I'm going to test.
He looks like a retarded kid just learning how to skateboard. See, I stick up for the guy, and then I got to turn around and shit on him.
I was gonna say, Kane.
It's kind of what I do.
Ugh.
All right, let's do a little couple of these, 2 of those, 3 of these.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
They've released a list of the dirtiest cities in America. Got to be New York at number 1, right? Filthy.
San Francisco. What about
No.
San Francisco?
No, San Francisco's not even top 10.
God damn, they have a shit app.
New York isn't even top 10. New York is 17.
Huh.
Bullshit. Especially now. Fuck, you get off the train at Penn Station, you got to walk through fucking homeless. You got to do like homeless parkour.
Why are there so many homeless?
Because they don't give a
everywhere.
Fuck. Yeah, well, it's because, you know.
Well, they pay them, for one. They pay them to be homeless, and they give them drugs.
Well, but do you guys remember? Sorry to speak over you, Kane.
Sorry.
Have you guys? I have this thing where it's like I just don't fucking remember as a kid there being this many fucking homeless people.
No, there wasn't.
Everywhere. I live in Florida. There's homeless people everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just I don't remember that. So like, where are they all coming from?
The Democrats don't give a shit. And plus, you know what? And I'm not saying all the homeless people are scumbags. A lot of them are criminals and drug addicts and whatnot, but a lot of them just have fallen on hard times and got no other choice. But we don't do anything for them. We give fucking illegal aliens all the free room and board they want at the fancy hotels and give them fucking debit cards with $2,500 on them and EBT cards, all that shit. But our own, they don't take care of. It's backwards. It's fucked up. And I'm just not picking on Democrats here. It's just like, you know, it's that way in some Republican cities too. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
The way our veterans are treated. The
Well,
illegal
that's
aliens
super
coming in
fucked
here, they were being invaded by the Muslims. Look at Europe. Holy shit. Trump yesterday said that's never going to happen here. I thank God. I mean,
It's happening in Texas too. I mean, are you kidding me? Where they're building a Muslim city here, and
I know it is. Well, are they
Jason,
still, because they never got the building permits? I thought they had.
Well,
to
they don't
shut
have
that
the
down.
building permits, but they're still going to fucking build it. But at least it gives us a bombing zone, right? We got a bomb. You can test some bombs.
No shit. You know what? Because they want to start something. All right, we'll start something.
Look,
you and your fucking jihad.
Trust me, that's why I have that place out in Mason. There's plenty of people that take those fuckers out in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Baltimore, Sacramento, Charlotte, Los Angeles, and Memphis are the top 5 dirtiest cities.
Wait, what was number 1?
Baltimore.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
It's
probably a
close to DC.
dangerous city, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I
St.
had
Louis,
friends
too.
that lived. Yeah, St. Louis.
Let me see if I have my...
Hey, just also saying some of the best barbecue places in the country, too.
What? Where?
Those cities.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are you saying?
That's so nice.
Here's some good news. An 18-year-old girl named Victoria Hoffman asked social media for feedback on her prom dress.
Oh, boy.
She showed it off on TikTok and said, somebody, please tell me this is a good prom dress. It's all I have, and it's all I can afford. People didn't just give her a vote of confidence. They also sent her money. She's got enough now to cover prom, graduation, and pay for her EMT training. She says, I'm beyond grateful and can't thank you enough. Here's what she looked like. Here's the dress that she couldn't afford. Now, I don't know. I was watching this and I'm like, I got a soft spot for this girl. Because she's trying real hard. And I mean, that's not something you would wear to prom. That's something you would wear to a picnic, but she can't afford anything else. And that takes balls because you know what? She is overweight and she's wearing a crappy dress and she's asking the internet for positive feedback. That's ballsy.
I love Kane, man.
He's so
like
strict.
he's like even when he's trying to be sweet, he's still trying to. He's actually like kind of being a dick to this poor
She's
girl.
what?
You know?
What did I want?
You're like,
She's
no, she's amazing.
nice.
Look at her.
Yeah, look at her. She's
fucking
amazing,
fat.
but she's fucking fat.
I didn't say she
Look
was
at this
fucking
piece
fat.
of shit dress.
No, but
Look at
I
this
needed
fucking idiot.
I needed to add all of that to build the ballsy part up. 'Cause you
I
know
will.
what I mean?
You know what's funny? I think this is the first time, Kane, that where I'm gonna. You're usually the one kind of being more critical of these people, but I'm going to be critical of this woman. I think that this is kind of like a new type of person where like, can you bring that full screen again?
Yeah.
So I can read this. Okay. So someone please tell me this is a good prom dress, right? It's all I have and it's all I can afford with the fucking crying face, right? I think that last part is this new kind of fucking human that like social media has bred where it's just like you're it's like this fishing for compliments / like fishing for charity. I don't know.
No,
You don't get that?
No, I get that 100%. You're absolutely right. I don't know what happened to Rick. Yeah, no, I know. I'm a sucker. I'm in a sucker mood, I guess, today. But yeah, it's a new way to beg.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Internet panhandling. That's all she's doing. Feel sorry.
It's
for
interesting.
me. Fuck, man. See, now I feel like an ass because I was just like, oh, she's so ballsy and she's got so much courage and I do that all the time too. I'll show Corey a video and go like, look at this. He goes, that was set up. Like,
oh, dude, it's like post Ellen show humanity. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, like, because that's fucking weird. Like Rick was, again, I'm going to go back to that story, Rick, where you were talking about going door to door, right? And you never felt, the biggest takeaway from that story is Rick never felt fucking sorry for himself, right?
Right.
And it's like, and I always think about how fucking animals never fucking feel sorry for themselves, right? Or just how there's this whole generation, not all of them. I'm not trying to be overgeneralized, but you know, look, I don't think like it's a nice dress. Why not be grateful for the fucking dress?
Exactly.
Because you can always there's somebody who doesn't have a fucking dress. There's somebody who asked their fucking parent, not to be dark, asked their parent for a fucking dress and probably got hit by the fucking parent somewhere.
No, I mean, how many guys did her mom have to sleep with to buy her that dress?
Jesus, Rick.
This is why I could never be in the jury. I would never be an effective juror because no matter who's talking, I believe you. Whoever talks last is the way I'm going to vote. Like, I had my mind all made up, and I was coming here armed with this sweet story. Oh, I'm going to show a different side of Kane. And then Kevin comes in here and fucking cuts me down at the fucking ankles. But he's right.
I got to keep you in check, man.
I am going to show this other video, though.
Well, how much money did she make? Sorry.
It didn't say. This is the after. This is because she got to have a better dress.
Well, trust me, she didn't make shit. It's her mom.
With all the money. So this is her old dress. And here's the transformation.
Which is a fine dress.
But for a picnic. I'm not taking you to prom if you're wearing that. Looks like you pulled the drapes off the wall.
Kane taking this girl to prom is just funny to think about.
You know you're getting at least a blowy.
And she's good at it, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Man, I just turned on the dime.
9 a.m.
I guess the real me is more of the mean one. I actually got the princess music in the background.
Yeah, very Disney.
On what planet? Shrek. Wait, is this the after? No, it's enough of the before. What are you doing?
Those are nice lips.
Oh, God, look at the close-up.
Yeah. Nice tits, though.
Wait, this is the glow-up? All she did was stick butterfly clips in her hair.
Yeah.
I want to know how much money she made.
Let me see. Let me read.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, please make me lose 150 pounds.
Where did the story go?
Because you know what? I don't like talking about this a lot, but sometimes I will just donate to like a random GoFundMe. Sometimes you see GoFundMes, right? But it's always like it's like stuff people can't control, like illnesses, right?
Right. Of course.
I'll donate fucking a random $100 to strangers like that. But when I see this, I'm just going, you could knock on doors like Rick did. You could fucking, I don't fucking know. Or you could be grateful for what you fucking have.
Yeah, I'm a scumbag.
Well, I mean, she could cut down her food budget and afford a better dress.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on. Let's be honest here.
I want to know what like Vegas Rick is like. If this is fucking 8 a.m. and it is 8 a.m. or is it 7 a.m. where you are, Rick?
It's 8.
It's
15, whatever it is. Yeah.
8:15 fucking a.m. This guy's got aviators on and he's talking like this. I can't
wait. Well, if you want to know what Vegas Rick is like, just follow me. I'll post some shit later. It's going to be fucking crazy.
Do you post on social media like that? I will follow you right now.
I do. I'm on, but I don't post under my name. I'll DM you. Yeah, I follow you. I'll DM you. Yeah.
All right. I love it.
She said she posted that video April 8th, 25,000 comments, 6 million views. I don't have a ton of money. My parents aren't in a position where I can ask them with good conscience to buy me a dress. So I'm asking you, internet. That's
No, fuck that.
You're right about that last.
Fucking
She
hate that.
didn't say that. I'm just saying that you're right. That's probably what that means.
Of course.
And then she said, I thought I'd get a couple of opinions, maybe some suggestions on how I could zhuzh it up. And then it went viral.
For every 5,000 comments, did she make herself gain 50 pounds? Kevin, you're very quiet on the fat jokes.
Somebody said, hey, he wants to toe that line. He didn't jump in to blast the blacks either. Somebody said, wear the dress, go to the prom, eat the cake, enjoy your life. Did you have to put the cake in there?
Eat the cake.
Why are you encouraging that?
It is weird, that whole body positivity thing. Who was talking about this? Somebody was talking about this recently, where Hollywood is so full of shit because they were all about body positivity for 5 years, and then Ozempic came out, and now they're all about Ozempic.
We've talked about that multiple times, how the Lizzo, they're all, when they're big and fucking huge, they're like, oh, yeah, no, this is, you got to love it, and you positive and all that shit, and then they go ahead and lose weight, and then their fans get mad at them. They're like, there's no such thing as a fat person who wants to be fat. I don't care how many videos you make talking about, oh, I'm healthy and, oh, this is normal. No, it fucking isn't.
Well, of course.
If you can't fit down the aisle of an airplane, it ain't normal. And you don't want to be that way, no matter how many videos you post saying otherwise.
But there's only so many times you could take shit under your nails and lose weight, right?
God, you got to put a sponge on the end of a fucking stick to wipe yourself.
You like the rubber glove that they put on when they shove their hand up a horse's ass to wipe your ass. I mean, Jesus.
Or my ass.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I think about this a lot, is like, where did that whole woke thing go wrong? Because in my opinion, when it first started, I did think it was like a good temperature check on certain behavior. I'm talking like in earnest 12 years ago, right? And then it just got crazy. And I think maybe that is like sort of the fork in that road, Kane, where it went from like, well, we shouldn't fucking be cruel to people, but then that got bastardized into everything's okay. And I think the everything's okay is where everything got fucked up, because it's like, dude, you shouldn't be telling people that it's okay to be fucking any amount of weight. We shouldn't be fucking cruel to that person. We can tell jokes.
It's irresponsible.
Dude, you have to educate people to go, no, it's like, yes, love yourself, obviously, have self-esteem. That's very integral to the human experience, but you are prone to fucking heart disease, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
it goes to the way these kids have been raised, where, a trophy for everything, participation trophies and gold stars, and they can't do anything wrong, and they were too protected, and these kids, they're not allowed to fall down, and, they're putting padding on the playgrounds instead of the dirt, and just all this stuff, the way they're coddled. And so as now adults, they're not able to handle the truth. They would rather be told and die at 30. They'd rather be told that, no, you're fine, you're healthy. It's like feelings over facts. And which
is crazy.
And that's what they've been shoving down. But you knew that it would eventually come around.
Yeah, Kevin, woke went, I got the exact time that woke went wrong.
All right.
It's when the letters were added after LGB.
Oh, right.
Once those letters were added after that, that's when woke went wrong.
Even the real gays don't want anything to do with trans. It's not part of the movement. They're not. It's completely different than being gay, being trans. Yeah, so that's a good point. In fact, the president he refuses to say the other stuff. It's just LGB.
Yeah,
which is the way it used to be.
Did you guys talk about on the show? Speaking of Trump, with the bunny being present for the Pope announcement?
No, what I missed that. What do you mean Buzzy was president?
I hope this is real. I mean, if this was AI, this is the best AI I've ever seen. But Trump announced that the flags were going to be flown at half mast for the Pope passing away, and there was this ginormous bunny, I think, there for Easter. Yeah. Standing next to him like really? Like a dignitary. It is so funny. I mean, not to make light of the Pope passing or anything religious.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was really I don't know. I mean, if Jay was here, we'd bring it up. But please seek that out. It is one of the funniest, unintentionally funniest visuals you'll find.
We'll do some jokes and get the hell out of here for Friday.
It's now time for...
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Kane and Corey's really bad jokes.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Remember, emphasis on really bad. A list of the dirtiest cities in America is out. We just talked about it. If you missed what I said, you can just find it by Googling the Post Malone U.S. tour. I like when Kevin goes,
I like when I don't see it coming. I go, yeah, it's kind of true.
A little delayed there with the jump thing. An Arkansas school director is accused of running a child fight club. Did you see that? Yeah. Like little toddlers. She's
That's
a psycho
awesome.
bitch. Yeah. First rule of child fight club: don't tattletale about the child fight club.
That might be. I just want to say that's my favorite Kane joke so far out of the episodes I've been a part of. That's good.
Maybe I should stop then. No, you'll like this one. A former contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race had to have one of his legs amputated. And now drag means something else for him. To me, I like the visual, dragging himself across the lawn. Hang on. And we'll end it on something really bad. Amber Heard just turned 39 this week. Amber Heard turned 39.
Gotta be something about shit.
She sent out birthday invites and she made sure to say on the bottom, I'm warning you, I'm a little bit of a party pooper.
There we go.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. All right,
That's
gentlemen,
good.
thank you. Rick, good luck in Vegas.
Thank you.
Kevin, fun as always. Appreciate it. I want to
Kevin,
get you
on
on next week.
Yeah, Kevin, on behalf of me and the Mafia, we love when you're on here, by the way.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
Yeah, Corey was on back last week, or this couple days ago.
Right.
And I told him you were on. And he's like, oh, really? And then he, of course, wanted to ask you. He's asking me things about you, and I'm like, I don't know. You can ask him. So I want you to come on next week, maybe if you're available with Corey on the show, so he can.
I'm there.
He was asking me work, he was asking me work stuff though, and I told him, I said, look, he can't talk about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe in July.
Have a great weekend, and remember, ask the blacks.
Ask the blacks.